What's up everyone, it's me Pratima, and in today's video I'll be talking about my top 10 picks for the best budget earbuds that you can buy right now, all under 5,000 rupees in India or some $100 in the US. I actually made one of these videos a couple of months ago, but so much has happened since then. There has been so many new launches and so many price drops that I had to come up with a new one this early. There are a lot of earbuds that I have to talk about in this video, so let's get right to it. Okay, I want to kick things off with the Earphone Free Pro 3. I know Earphone isn't exactly a household name in the audio industry, but the company has been making some amazing wireless earbuds for the past couple of years, like this one, the Free Pro 3. It's got quite a bold, energetic type of sound that I found to be quite fun to listen to in most genres of music. The Free Pro 3 should also appeal to the bass heads because its default tuning clearly has some bass bias. I have never been a bass head myself, so I had to mess around with all the equalizer options on the app to bring back some of the resolution in the mid-range section, but you get the idea. So all in all, this is actually among the best sounding pair of earbuds that I have got here. But the reasons the Earphone Free Pro 3 is so far down my list is due to a few things. First off, its ANC is not that good, no matter how tight seal you get.
And second, I am not too thrilled about its call quality either.
And Sony's WF-C500 is kind of on the same boat as this guy. Matter of fact, it does not even have active noise cancellation, but if you like the way Sony tunes its earbuds, this is going to be a great fit for your ears. And the one thing in particular about these earbuds that stands out to me is how well resolved and how detailed they sound. So if you're like me who prefers sort of a balanced sound signature with clear mids and highs, the Sony WF-C500 is totally going to match your listening taste. I also like how Sony has decided to go with physical buttons on this thing, and its battery life is ridiculously impressive as well. Next up is the JBL Tune Buds, and if you thought Sony's battery life was impressive, just listen to this. Because even with active noise cancellation on, the JBL Tune Buds matches the up to 10 hours playback of the Sony C500. And for what it's worth, JBL has also clearly done its homework in the ANC department. The transparency mode on the Tune Buds sounds remarkably lifelike too, but I've got to tell you that your experience may not be same at all, mainly since its shell design is quite a bit awkward. So even though it fit me perfectly fine, I was mostly getting a thumbs down in terms of fit and comfort as I passed it around to my colleagues. As for the audio quality, I would say that the JBL Tune Buds sound alright. It's not the most detailed or one with the widest soundstage compared to the other earbuds that I have here, but the way JBL has bumped the low frequency region to give you a sense of power should sound fine to most folks. Anyway, if you want excellent audio for the least amount of money, then Edifier's TWS Pro is the one you should be looking for. It's currently available for 50% discount at just 3,000 rupees, and for that price, I am absolutely blown away by its sound. The way it's tuned, the way it's designed, it almost feels like the engineers at Edifier know exactly what I wanted from a pair of budget earbuds. The TWS Pro has nicely driven bass, forward and clear vocals, and some of the smoothest treble response that I have heard on budget earbuds. Even in grudge rock songs like Nirvana's Heart-Shaped Box, for example, the TWS Pro manages to reproduce Kurt's aggressive screams alongside the gritty electric guitar and the tight drum hits so damn well. Only thing is, besides fantastic audio, these Edifier earbuds don't really have that much to offer.
They've got pretty terrible microphones, no active noise cancellation, and no app support either.
So if you would rather have a more feature-rich pair of earbuds instead, then check out the Soundcore P40i. Here I can customize the way it sounds with a bunch of built-in equalizers, create one on my own, or build a custom EQ based on my hearing range. I can even adjust how it cancels out the ambient noise in a bunch of different ways, although other earbuds on my list do a better job at shushing the outside world. Another cool thing about the P40i is its charging case is also a phone stand. The Soundcore P40i sounds pretty great too, not in the default Soundcore signature preset which sounds somewhat muffled with more bass than I can handle, but I found the piano EQ to be the sweet spot for this guy. And perhaps my favorite feature about the P40i is something called Safe Volume, which monitors the loudness of what I am listening to in real time. And I can program it so that it never gets louder than a certain decibel to prevent chances of hearing loss. Okay, moving on, the Zabra Elite 4 is another option that you can consider in this price range. I know it does not have a ton of features like the Soundcore earbuds, but the Elite 4 will impress you with its sound quality more than anything else. I have always liked that easy-going sound of Zabra earbuds, and the Elite 4 feels right up my wheelhouse. Everything just sounds clear and fairly detailed, and its sort of neutral leaning tuning works well for most types of music. Then again, I wish these earbuds were just a little more spacious, a little more energetic to add some oomph to whatever I'm listening to. Anyway, the Elite 4 is great at noise cancellation though, especially after you take a little test inside the app to adjust how effective its ANC can be. Okay, so now it's time to talk about the top 4 best earbuds under 5,000 rupees, and in the 4th position we have the OnePlus Buds 3. As with most OnePlus earbuds, it has a textbook definition of a V-shaped sound signature, which means the Buds 3 boosts the low and high frequency sounds by quite a bit. It is also among the few earbuds on our list to use dual drivers for handling bass and trebles separately as well. And for the most part, these OnePlus earbuds had me grooving along to most of my music just fine. The way high-frequency sounds are aggressive yet not too aggressive on the Buds 3 in particular stands out for me. Even though its V-shaped tuning means you'll still be missing out on some of the finer details in the mid-range section like vocals for example, but you can use the golden sound feature from the app that generates a separate EQ based on your hearing range to get better details in the mid-range section.
Other than this, the OnePlus Buds 3 also impresses with its battery life, noise cancellation, and call quality, even when you're somewhere rowdy.
Now, if you're looking for something fun, something new, the newly launched CMF Buds Pro 2 is easily one of the most exciting budget earbuds that we have tested recently. Not just because of the bright and bold color options, but a couple of its features that you are not going to find anywhere else. Like how I can trigger ChatGPT directly from the earbuds, or how its charging case lets me adjust the volume playback and everything right here. Anyway, the CMF Buds Pro 2 also sounds pretty lively and spacious once I switched to the direct Optio EQ and enabled spatial audio. Although I should tell you that the vocals and percussive instruments are still overpowered by its bass response in certain types of songs. Like how in the chorus of ABBA's Dancing Queen, the lead female vocals and the piano beats don't take the center stage as well as they should. Its noise cancellation is impressive though, like really impressive. Probably the best in this segment.
Whereas I found its call quality to be quite good, whether I was somewhere quiet or walking down a busy street.
Okay, so my number 2 pick for the best budget earbuds is the new OPPO Enco Air 4 Pro. I don't know how OPPO does it, but I have never been disappointed with one of OPPO's earbuds, not even once. And the Air 4 Pro is yet another excellent pair of earbuds that I absolutely love. Last year, OPPO went with a bamboo fiber diaphragm for clearer high frequencies on the OPPO Enco Air 3 Pro, and as much as I loved the bright, sparkly sound, even I felt that it sounded a bit too shouty, almost sibilant at high volumes, especially with the S and T sounds. But going back to the good old titanium diaphragm, the Air 4 Pro avoids that problem altogether. It sounds ridiculously full, clean and balanced for something that costs this little, while this thing has the widest soundstage of any earbuds I have in this list as well. I still don't like the fact that OPPO does not let me create a custom equalizer in the app, but you know what? I don't mind. I don't mind that at all. The Air 4 Pro also gets a redesign with a shorter stem that feels a lot more comfortable in my ears.
Although now it means that its microphone struggle a little in challenging conditions.
And I don't understand what OPPO was thinking by going with LHD-C codec instead of LDAC, because it's nowhere near as widely available. Okay, that brings me to the best TWS under 5,000 rupees, and that's the Realme Buds Air 6 Pro. I expected this guy to be all about the bass like always, but no. The Buds Air 6 Pro also puts trebles right in front and center alongside thumpy bass and a breathy mid-range response that makes listening to pretty much everything so enjoyable. The OPPO Enco Air 4 Pro actually preserves the natural timbre of vocals better, but the difference I'm talking about is so small that it almost feels pointless to point out. Not to mention, the Realme Buds Air 6 Pro also has an option for a custom equalizer, spatial audio, which is weirdly missing on OPPO, and LDAC support. Realme's noise cancellation game is really good too, as you'd expect. Its transparency mode does not sound weird either, and it also has super low latency for gaming too.
And I've got to say, the way my voice doesn't sound too thin on the Buds Air 6 Pro like on most other budget wireless earbuds is quite something as well.
So all in all, for some 5,000 rupees, I don't think budget earbuds can get any better than this, unless you go with last year's Realme Buds Air 5 Pro, of course. That one's a bit cheaper now, but you're still getting like 95% of what the Air 6 Pro has to offer, including the same design, dual driver setup, and everything else. Alright everybody, there you have it, my top 10 picks for the best budget earbuds under 5,000 rupees or some $100 right now. With everything that I've discussed so far, I really hope I have made your buying decision just a bit simpler. My team and I have been cooking up some similar buy guides in the budget and high-end segment next, so if you don't want to miss those, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Till then, I'm Pratima and I will see you on my next video.